Hey, this is just a quick update on our AC, our RV AC silencer right up here. I posted the video and I shot an email to Wackoproducts and let them know that, hey, we did a video about it. And they watched the video and they gave me a couple of tips. And we're going to fix those today, which is going to actually increase the amount of volume that's going to drop, decrease, or the increase in the silencer with this. And so I'm going to kind of take you with us in that process. One of the things that I failed to do in the last, when I installed, was they provide you this aluminum tape, and I taped up the big hole that was the original outlet when you blast air out to kind of force hot air out of the trailer. That's eliminated with this, and so you cover that hole. Well, there's a bunch of other holes, and I'll show you. And he said those need to be taped up too, because any hole is going to create a leak, and any leak is going to create noise. So now I know why they gave you so much tape. But we're going to pop this cover off, get the mount down, and then we'll get this taped up and see how it works. Maybe we can fire it up. I'm not sure. We'll try it. Okay, so before I get this completely taken off, one of the other tips is that I've got this on backwards. This needs to be, this material here needs to be on the other side. It's not something that is absolutely critical, but yeah, this needs to be reversed. So what I do is I got the white cover off, and I'm taking the 6 screws out that are around here, and then we'll get to those, get to the taping. Okay, so when I originally taped off this, I taped this area right here, as you can see. But here's a hole, here's a hole, here's a hole, here's a hole, and here's a hole. Those all need to be taped off. So I'm going to tape off all this. I'm just going to run tape down these entire sides here. The screw holes that I need are in here, so I don't need to worry about any of this. So I'm going to tape all of that off, and that's going to reduce the noise big time. And I'm also going to, one of the things they recommended was to make sure that when you put the white cover on, it's flush against the ceiling. And we did have a little gap there, so I'll be fixing that. All right, so let's get to taping. Don't want anything flapping around in there. So I've got all this taped down, and that should be good right there. Piece of insulation. Yeah, I don't want anything making whirring noises or any of that. So that's good right there. And that fills up all these other holes in this. You can't reach in. There's foam batting up in here already. Doesn't hurt to put more than you need. Just going to go ahead and put more on here. Kind of cover up that what appears to be a little gap in there. All right. That can't hurt. Okay. I think that's going to be good. So this hole is your air intake. The principle here is we've diverted the air where it used to come straight up into here, and then straight out here. Now we're diverting the air from this side. It goes over the sound baffling into the intake, bypasses this and straight into the ducts. And so it's supposed to be a lot. And we did notice a huge difference. I think that takes care of all the holes. Okay. All right, let's get the covers back on. So remember, when you're putting the two front ones, or rear, towards the rear of the trailer, they could be tightened all the way up. These four need to be loose so that you can get the filter back on. And again, you want this as flush as you can to the ceiling, otherwise these aren't going to seat. These ratchet action screwdrivers are really helpful. And again, I had it with this side out. They recommend having the plastic side facing down. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop that in. And it makes so much more sense now, now that we've done it once. And getting that in, it makes so much more sense. And now we're just going to tighten these up. And the nice thing is you don't really ever have to take this off again. You could just get the vacuum cleaner on here and it's fine. Okay, remember the original installation. This sticker matches with that sticker. And we want to get this as flush on the ceiling as we possibly can. Okay, let's get it on. Okay, now we're going to push up and get that as tight as we can to the ceiling. And finish that. Little screwdriver. These little screwdrivers come in handy when you're up here against this refrigerator wall. And push and tighten it. Yeah, you don't want the gaps. And now we're sitting a lot more flush than we were before. Okay. Now we need to see if that's working better. Let's go ahead and fire it up. So okay, I'm putting two pictures up here. I'm gonna put the decibel meter with nothing on, just the RV door open, whatever the ambient noise is in my neighborhood right now. I did fire up the air conditioner, and I captured with the decibel meter what the new reading is. And if you remember in the first video, it was hovering around 71 or whatever, significantly lower, much quieter. So anyway, this is just a follow-up of what I learned. Hopefully it helps. Just a short video that if you're going to install one of these, make sure that you fill up all those holes and flip that filter the correct way and get the cover as flush to the ceiling as you can, and you'll have much better results. Anyway, super happy with this, and I'm even happier now that I've got it done correctly. Yeah, super happy with it. Looking right in the 60s now, the low 60s on the decibel reading. And remember that the iPhone decibel meter is not real accurate test. The accurate test is getting in and having a conversation, but noticeably quieter. All right. Thanks for coming along. See you next time.